or anything else, because that sucks. Alright. Got I don't even know how to do this, man. Okay. Alright. Well, y'all, I took my last picture in my camera roll today. Or in my mirror today. I have no clue. We're just gonna do that for right now. Oh boy. Well, the plan wasn't to sweep my floor yet. Alright. Okay. I am back. I should have moved. Hey. What? Hello. Stop! You're being really needy today, and I don't like it. Ouch! She's like, Mom, I didn't mean to do it. Mom, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. Like, little does she know, she's not the one who did it. Like, she did not break it. It was me. And I feel so bad, because, like, she feels like she broke the mirror, and she didn't. It was me. I broke it. It was me. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be up my butt either. Because Mom didn't apparently know. Common sense. Yeah, common sense. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. It was Mama. Okay, let's go let your friend out. Come on. Like, The morning is going so great. Not? Yeah? Is that how you really feel? Hey! Can I please get through? My husband's not going to be home for a hot minute. I have glass that I need picked up. Or, not picked up, I picked it up, but I have glass I need taken outside. And my husband is not here to do so. So, yeah. That's definitely going to rock for me. But like, how we doing? Again, going through clothes. I feel like since everybody loved my last set of clothes, I feel like I should show them the clothes that I've already had. Because, like, I got some pretty cute clothes. I know, who would have known I wear cute things? I still got stuff that I need to try on, too. Hello. I got all my clothes back just in enough time for, like, summer. So I'm kind of happy. Like, perfect timing to have my shorts and stuff done. Or to have my shorts already. Because, like, I mean, come on. The funny part about this whole setup down here is I do not have one single pair of pants in this new thing. Or my old stuff. That's a shirt that still has a hanger on it. My crop top that I swear one day I'll get back into. Doubtful. I wonder if in any part of these, no, it is not. I have this really pretty white dress, and I bet you $100 it's inside of my husband's truck, because I still have stuff in my husband's truck, so I'm not completely done going through stuff and dismissing stuff, so. But this whole container is full of dresses and shorts and just cute stuff. Alright, guys, what are we up to? I think maybe I need to go back to bed. Oh, I found another tank top or sweatshirt. I think the next time I go shopping, I'm gonna get my man some stuff. Like sweatshirts. It'd be nice if I actually had tank tops in this thing, because then I wouldn't have to worry about not having tank tops. These are still cold. I'm so tired. What? 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 Speak English. Because that's all I speak. And what you just said made no sense. I do not like going through clothes. Especially folding them. Hey! That's where that went. What is everybody doing today? My nail's falling off. Ninja! Don't. Ninja! Don't make me be bored.
Hola.
Bro, you need to go up like a little bit in the comment section and tell me what the fuck that person meant. Was, I don't know if you'll see the comment, but it says was HANGT da BEIDIRANDERDECKE. Like the what?
Hold on. Let me jump out of here real quick.
Hold up. I'll show you in the. You didn't have to drop, man. I took a picture of it, man. Hold on. Oh, you won't be able to see it. Hold on. Does it not show you the comments? Like, when you're in my box, does it not show you the comments?
No, it didn't show me anything.
What? You got a piece of paper and a pencil next to you then? Wait, no, I could just use my computer. Oh my gosh. I screwed up. Want to see how I screwed up? This is how my morning's going.
What the fuck? How the fuck did that happen? Do I even want to know?
I was sitting on the bed, and I had just moved a brand new pair of clothes in. Well, not brand new, I've had them. And I'm sitting in the bed, and I opened up the lid to the clothes, and then the next thing you know, my mirror falls.
Was hung at the...
Hang. Oh wait, it's G-T hanged. That's not the B and D Dre. Oh gosh, I'm totally doing this wrong. Oh, let me restart. Was hang. I don't think it gives me the option to switch down that and
Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I translated it. It says, what's hanging on your ceiling?
a fan. Okay, literally. Okay, so if we go back, I was like English. He was sitting right here. A light bulb? Ow. Ow. Oh boy, oh boy. I was saying, like, early in the morning, you get, like, the foreigner people and, like, I broke my nail. Oh, what are you doing today?
Just getting up.
Nice. You change your profile picture like a woman changes their pad.
Well, I'm not gonna hide my face anymore because people know exactly who this is, so...
I mean, I wouldn't hide anyways. Let people, I don't know. What's this? Oh, my wedding cards. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I won $2 on a scratch-off ticket. I think. I totally forgot that I had a freaking scratch-off ticket, man. Owl! I don't know why I screamed your name. Sorry, Owl. I didn't mean to scream your name. I don't think I did. I think I wanted to see if I won anything on the scratch-off ticket. I know one of these I had to have won something on. Now let's just hope that I didn't throw away the one that I actually did win. It was, man. Some of my wedding day cards, guys. Cards that I got on my wedding. Do you want to join my panel, Owl? Owl's nice. Just so you know. She don't take shit from nobody. And she shuts that shit down. Did you forget about my wedding this year, Owl? How dare you? Did we not?
Trust
Okay.
me, my new friends that I made on the side, they've been blocked from my lives, so don't feel bad.
Marriage license. For everybody saying I'm not actually married. I really am married.
She's really married to me. Yeah, I don't feel bad because it just goes to show who they are. I was a true friend and they
Wait,
tossed me out
what?
like the garbage they are, so that's all right.
I mean, depending on who you say that to, I've
Yeah,
been
you said I'm
blind.
nice. I
Well, I
definitely
mean,
don't put up with
you
no
can
shit though.
you can be nice until people want to be asshole
I'm only a bitch when you make me
dicks
one.
to the people who. I just don't understand what I did wrong.
For
People to start coming at me.
baby, you don't gotta do anything wrong for people to start coming at you. You just gotta be you and they'll come at
Oh,
you.
you just said because your life is just so pathetic that you have to. No, bitch, come
No,
on.
it's because you're beautiful on the inside and the out,
Oh,
and
I know why
they're
they don't
not
want me.
beautiful on the inside out. They may look like a model, but their personality is shit, which makes their look shit.
I love how people ask, how did somebody know about this? Like, it was said on a live, bro. Like, come on, let's be for real.
It's because they're all puntas.
They
What's
all
the point?
are projecting themselves.
And if anybody doesn't know what punta means, it is for Spanish as bitch.
Perfect. I'll try and remember it.
I feel like in Spanish class, you learn that word and you just rolled with that word out of Spanish. He's like, I don't need to learn Spanish. I learned how to say bitch. We're good.
I don't think there's any more of that kind of guy. There's not enough in there for you? No? He grabbed
Oh,
Gatorade out of the fridge, but it was only a partial bottle. And he's like, Mom, this is not enough drink in my cup. And I don't got no more.
But no, like I said, my new friends that I made uh on their lives, you know, they were blocked from somebody else's live, and I said, I'm not even a moderator, so I can't really block them. So then they're like, well, uh, go live, and then we'll come on your panel, and then they're still blocked. I'm like, okay, I don't know how people are being blocked because I don't have moderators.
That's weird.
well, that's when you just go through your blacklist.
And unblock you.
And
And
you
double
can see
check
where the
your mods.
frustration. But look, you could see, yeah, you can also see where the frustration comes because I think I know who you're talking about. And like they've been in there, they've been, laughing and joking and just having a good old time with you. And then next thing you know, they're just blocked for no reason. I mean, anybody who defends you and stands up for you, and then you just like completely disappear,
People that
is gonna feel
associate
it.
with me, my supporters that used to come into that group and hang out in boxes with us, they have been blocked from the group because they associate with me.
Yeah, that one's huge with a couple individuals, and they won't. They keep telling people not to associate with me because I'm a bad person and I'm this and I'm that.
And you know
And
what? People can say all they want about you, and if that person wants to believe them, that's on them. If
well,
they can't take
so
the time to figure out the person for themselves, then the shoe fits and they're just like that person talking the shit.
There,
right. So after you disappeared, and like you went and started hanging out with like your other clan. It happens on friends. It
Yeah, the
happens
group that
in
I got
groups.
blocked from, that's the group I got blocked from, by the way.
What? Why?
For being a friend, legit. For being a fucking friend, legit.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I have all the receipts. If they want to say that I was a bad person or not a friend, I have all the receipts of saying no matter what, prior to a team, I still love each and every one of you ladies, and this doesn't change how I feel about any of you, whether you're with a team or not. I still love you all prior. And yeah, I got blocked. So anyone that blocked me, I blocked them. Because I ain't no one gonna be
Okay,
stressing me
so
out on my motherfucking phone.
I don't have to keep joining into her lives just because
Uh-uh.
you're in there.
No.
Duly noted. So, anyways, no. After you disappeared, which kind of sucked, you disappeared at the wrong timing, man.
I know, it's always when I disappear
I
at the wrong fucking time, shit happens.
I did a live on CPS, finally fucking coming in to the house that I was staying at with the little boy.
Yeah.
Well, CPS finally, after multiple freaking attempts to try to get them in there, they still hadn't came in. So finally, after I came back from my trip of hanging out with the other person who's in the box, we were gone for like 3 days. When I came back that Sunday after visitation with my daughter, I got extremely sick. Like, I could not walk in the house and breathe. It was basically like
Like there was mold
a
buildup
person
or
who's,
something.
well, yeah, but it basically felt like somebody who's allergic to peanuts or something eating peanuts, even though they know damn well that they're allergic to it.
Gotcha, yeah.
So, it made me really, really freaking sick. So, I went to the hospital to go see if the hospital could help me out because, like, I couldn't breathe. It hurt to breathe. Well, after doing that, after doing that, the hospital called CPS. The hospital's the one who made the formal report, and I'm kind of happy that they did. I mean, because
I'm
the
glad that
hospital
you
can do
went in
further than
so that
I
they could
can.
make a report because they're mandated reporters.
Right. And so they made the report. Well, I went live to prove that CPS and show my proof and have it on record, which was probably a stupid idea to do it on a social media plat, but I mean, fuck it, whatever. I've seen so many people come together when it comes to a child. Well, one individual freaking person decided that she was going to come after me about it after everything was said, after I spent 8 hours deep cleaning a house and said that I was a bad person and all that. Well, then after, the kid was still in the house, I basically got told that I'm still putting this child in danger. What do you want me to do? It's not like I could just walk off with the fucking kid and leave.
No, you'll be in
Like, I
fucking
got my
trouble for
own.
napping.
Right. Not only that, I have my own kids to worry about. So, yes, I feel bad that this kid is
You know
not getting the
what?
support that he needs, but.
Do not feel bad for making the call that you did because if it wasn't
Oh, I
for
don't.
you and everyone else that did jump on the wagon with you to do it and turn a blind eye instead, where would this kid be? What would be happening to this kid? That's what I
Oh,
hate
he's
is when
still in the home.
he'd still be there. He'd still be getting treated the
He's
way he
still in
was
there.
getting. He's still there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
B
because
is
the
still
system
there.
is so fucked. It's disgusting.
CPS walked in the house, said that the dog was unsafe to be in that house, turned around and she walked away. Me and her got into a freaking screaming match that I'm surprised the popos didn't come over and freaking arrest me for screaming at a freaking the CPS worker. And I'm surprised that she didn't freaking call the
Make a
cops to
report or
come.
something on you.
Well, not only that, I'm surprised that she didn't bring the cops to come, like, let her do the walkthrough because I was not fucking nice about it. I even told her that I was going to sue her company and I was going to get a hold of her supervisor. She looked right at me and I said, okay, so your supervisor is aware that you came in this house and you said that a child and a dog are unsafe in here and your blind ass motherfucking turned around and walked out the motherfucking
She
door?
can lose her fucking job.
She's like, yeah, my supervisor is well aware of that, but then
Yeah,
turned around and said
okay.
that she never said that about the dog.
If your supervisor is
Bitch,
well fucking
the
aware,
fuck you
both of you be
didn't.
losing your fucking jobs.
Well, like I told her, I said, now here's your problem. I said, okay, so you said that this dog was unsafe inside of this house. And she said, well, I don't remember saying that, but okay. And I said, no, you got two people in here being accused, not accused, it's factual evidence, but being accused in this point because or guilty until proven otherwise. I said, now why would these two people admit that a CPS worker said that their child is unsafe inside of this house, let alone that the dog is unsafe in this house? Why would they lie about that?
Because
Like,
unfortunately,
I get that they're not smart. And she's like, okay, what's your point? And I said, they're agreeing that their house is unsafe for a freaking dog, let alone a child.
yeah, they're agreeing to the situation. But the same with the
Nobody
system,
ever agrees to freaking
no.
CPS, bro. So, like, you need, and then remember when I had told you that Thanksgiving, Kai had went over to Grandma's house. Kai accidentally hit Grandma. Grandma came back and punched Kai in the face, and Kai had
Yes.
a bruise on him. McKenna and Will both told the CPS worker this.
And the
And
CPS turned a blind fucking
freaking
eye to it.
CPS said that she never said that. And I was like, that's a lie. Because if you ask McKenna, like, hey, what did, like, because I walked up there and I was like, I think I just got you in trouble. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, about the eye. I said, I accidentally told her that, because I wasn't going to walk up there and be like, so I wanted to see what she said, reminding you, I was on the phone with my mom. They didn't know I was on the phone with my mom. So I was playing stupid as I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I walked up there and I said, well, I think I just got you in trouble and I'm really sorry. And she goes, what are you talking about? And I said, well, the CPS worker asked about the mark that was on Kai. And I said that Thanksgiving, she asked me how I felt about it. And I said, I don't really know. I mean, the only thing I know is that when he went over to Grandma's house one day, because she asked, do you think anybody else would hit the kid? And I said, well, I can't say no because Thanksgiving, Kai went over there and he accidentally hit Grandma, and Grandma came back and wailed and punched him in the face and left her bruise. And the CPS worker goes, well, I didn't know about that. And I was like, I thought McKenna told you. And she goes, no, McKenna never told me about that. So I walked upstairs and I told McKenna, I was like, I am so sorry. I just told the CPS worker that I explained the situation. I'm like, she was asking me a question. I was answering honestly, da da da
As
da
you
da.
should.
And she goes, I don't know why you're apologizing for that. Her and Will both go, we both told her that. Even Trent said that he told her that. So I'm sitting
The
here like, are
fuck?
you freaking kidding me? So then I get off and I'm talking to Ninja, and me and Ninja start cracking up laughing because the dumb bitch sent me the wrong person's information.
That's true.
Oh
She was
my
doing another case
god.
that happened to deal. She was doing another case that happened to deal with somebody around Uggs and
She
people
needs to
on
lose her
Swift.
fucking job because that is confidential
And
information that she's given to
right,
someone else and not realizing she's fucking up. I'll take her information privately.
so I sent I read it off to I read it off to a truck one day when we were on the phone, and I was like, "Bro, listen to this. Like this crap is funny." And he goes, "Who is that about?" And I was like, "I have no clue, but it was sent to me by the CPS worker." So I said, he's like, "Did you let her know that she accidentally sent you that?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I did." And you want to know what she said? Nothing. She sent me the same exact piece of paper that she sent about I need parenting classes. I need parenting classes on a kid that's not even fucking mine. When I'm the reason why they were there. Like, excuse me?
I hope to
Are you
gosh
stupid?
that she's been reported because she should not have her job. She is putting so many fucking kids in harm's way.
Nope, she still has her job.
Well, I would like you to
She
send me
hasn't
her
messaged
information
me.
privately.
She has not messaged me since she was left.
Because I
The
guarantee you, once
animal
Owl gets a
control
hold of it, she won't have her job.
Animal control won't do anything about it. I got a call the other day from the lady downstairs of their house, and she hasn't called me since I moved out, and I've been moved out for almost about a month. So she got a hold of me the other day, and all of a sudden my phone starts ringing, and Trent looked at me and he's like, "Who's calling you?" And I'm like, "The girl downstairs." So he's like, "What does she want?" And I was like, "I don't know. That's why I'm looking at the phone. Like, what the fuck are you calling me for?" So, because I messaged her, like, I want to say it was the same week that we moved out, and I had asked her, I said, "So, how's everything going over there?" And she looked at it, but she didn't answer. So I messaged her, like, I was like, "Okay, whatever, I'm not going to bring you into it, whatever."
Yeah.
So she calls me and she says, "Do you know where McKenna or where we're
Ah,
at?" She's like, "This dog has been barking for the past freaking 3 hours. He won't stop barking. It's more of a whine, blah, blah, blah." So I messaged them and I said, "Hey, where are you, like, what you guys doing?" Because it was Kai's birthday and I said I wanted to call Kai for his birthday. I really did want to call the kid for his birthday. And so she was like, "We're at my grandma's house or my mom's house, which is just down the road." And I was like, "Oh, okay. So not that far." One of them could have went to the house like and let the dog out real fast and then came back knowing that this dog has bathroom problems. And so she's like, "Well, I'm at my mom's house." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, so I messaged the lady and I was like, "They're still, at her mom's house, which is just down the road. I don't think they'll be there that long, blah 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 blah." Well, they get home, they let me call Kai, and at this point I already knew that the dog was whining. Like, I knew all about the dog. And I was like, "Oh, well, how's the puppy doing?" And she goes, "Oh, he's in trouble. He's in the kennel." And I was like, "Oh, well, what did he do?" And she goes, "Well, when we were gone, he tried escaping through his kennel and got stuck." So the dog whining for them 3 hours was because the dog was fucking stuck
wow.
inside of a kennel that is broken.
The
And
fuck?
I'm sitting here like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? The dog pound won't do anything. The animal control won't do anything. The cops won't do anything for the animal abuse. Dog pound won't do anything. Control won't do anything. Shit. Oh
Ow.
fuck.
Ow. Oh, that hurt. We just fell right on a pan or something. Oh, where are
We
we?
we have a problem.
Yeah, we're
I talked to
stuck.
you about trying. No.
Like, how? Uh oh. Are we going down? Oh, we might be going down, Ninja. I sent you a follow in case we go down. We might be going down now.
Hold up. Hold up.
Mm. Oh, there she is. Oh, there
Okay.
she is. Okay, we're good. I sent him a follow in case we went down. I was like, I think we're going down. I'm gonna send you a follow. You went right in between the stove and the counter.
Yeah. You guys just went.
I know
Ew.
I felt that hit right against the side of the stove. I was like, I felt that one.
It was like an adios amigos, says see you later.
I mean, too bad
Anyways,
it
no.
wasn't you because it would have been a highlight of mine to post.
No, freaking nobody will fucking do anything about this kid. Like,
Well, just fill out in privately and you know I'll do my work.
Well, like they didn't want to do anything about the Rebecca case. Oops.
I'm not gonna talk about that one. That one gets me so much fucking shit that I just.
I
I'm
mean, come
working on
on.
a case right now that I've been trying to open since October, and I have so much fucking evidence. It's disgusting how the fucking system is.
I mean,
We've been on our private calls between me, you, and the other person who used to be
That's
on
what I'm
my
talking
private call.
about.
There's been a couple of moments where I have to. Is it about her?
The case that I'm working on,
Yeah.
adult, individual, vulnerable adult.
Starts with an A?
No, L.
Oh, I don't know who. You'll have to send me a private message.
Yeah, I will because I can't speak of it on here.
But
But like,
no.
I have so much
So,
evidence. Like, I have a stack of paper. Like, I have literally a file folder. I have over. I think I have like over 1,000 screenshots, videos, pictures, everything, and they still won't take me serious. Like, I have call recordings, everything.
I almost just fell out of my chair. Oh, it's because they don't fucking care, which is
No,
fucking
they don't.
stupid as fuck.
They don't
it's
care till
because
something happens.
it's because okay, Watford. Okay, they're corrupted in every shape and form. Okay,
Mine's not even in that
Everybody's
state.
let's.
Mine's in my
corrupted.
state,
Where are you from?
Carolinas.
Oh shit. I
So
feel
the
bad
whole
for you.
system all over is fucking corrupted. Even Canada. I'm from Canada, and their system's fucking corrupted too. The system is so fucked that they would take kids out of homes or adults out of homes that are in safe homes, but remove. Sorry, yeah, they'll remove kids
Don't
that are
need to be
safe in
removed.
homes, but leave the ones that shouldn't be there.
No message on Facebook.
Okay. It's ass backwards, the system.
Let me know if I got the name right.
Well, I could personally tell you, my brothers who are stationed down in Carolina, it's cold down there. No joke.
Down in the Carolinas?
Yeah.
No, it's not bad here. I don't even got snow.
So they're stationed down in Charlotte's, South Carolina.
Charleston?
Yeah.
Charleston? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more closer to the North Carolina border. So, like, Charleston is 3 hours from me, and Charlotte is only like an hour from me. So, I'm
Well, my
close
brothers
to Shelby,
my
North Carolina.
my brothers are stationed down there in South Carolina.
Oh, your brothers are stationed in Charleston.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They're
pretty
both
fucking cool.
they're both Navy.
Mm, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, and there's a few people that say don't talk about it because you don't know as much as hate that you're gonna get.
The thing is the reason why you're gonna get hate for talking about it is because the world is so fucked up and there's more fucked up people than there is good people.
Okay,
Wait,
so about that older woman who came up missing. Did anybody else see that?
I haven't seen it. I've been working on my
I want
own.
to. I want to say Hannah was live on it. No, not
Has
Hannah.
She's Country been live on it?
I think a lot of people have been. I know that. Who was I watching? I want to say it was. Hold on, I have to look at. I have to act like I'm sharing it to her.
Yeah, I do have to
Shelby's
do the
case
same stuff
files.
too. Who?
Shelby's case files.
Oh, okay, yes.
It was about, and then Justin. Justin was in the panel the other day too. I want to say I was in Shelby's case files when they were talking about it.
That rings a
Um,
bell.
the older lady who got abducted, and then all of a sudden they said something about an airplane, and I'm like, what? What? I missed a whole case that's apparently juicy.
Yeah, I gotta go find that rabbit hole case and go down it and see because I missed that one.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that when when the people were in the panel, um, especially Justin, dude, he has me cracking up laughing. You gotta follow him. He's funny as fuck. He's sitting there, and I think he was doing his skincare at the time. I don't even know what he was doing, but somebody said something about the airplane, and he's like, "The fuck."
The
But it's
fuck?
the way that he says it that I'm like, ooh. It's like when you're watching something with somebody, like something in the movie just doesn't, like, stands out and you don't get it, but they get it, so you just go off their reaction of, okay, it must have been really good.
Yeah.
That must have been some juicy ass tea that you just found out, because you're just the way that he says it. The fuck? I'm
The
like, I love it.
fuck? You want some tea? I'll send you a bunch of screenshots. You tell me what I did in this tea.
Dude, I cracked up laughing. I was sitting here like, okay, he makes like, oh god, it was funny. If anybody is listening in the background, no, I'm not talking crap about Justin. I am agreeing with
She's
the way that he's.
laughing.
I am
She is literally
laughing.
agreeing with him. She vibes
Like,
with him.
no, I don't even think I follow him, but like the couple of times that I've caught him in
No, I
panels,
mean you. I
he
gotta saying you vibe with him. You don't. You fuck with him like
just
you fuck with him in a good way.
just the way that he says stuff, I'm like, bro, you didn't just say it that way. Like, that's awesome.
Hilarious.
I'm trying to remember how to turn off my camera. Like, that's awesome. Remember how to turn off my camera.
Just like that.
Remember how to turn off my camera. So, I made a painting yesterday. Um, I'm about to stick y'all right where I stick y'all when I dropped you. I made a painting yesterday. Specifically, okay, it wasn't specifically for Trent and Avery, but I mean, later that night, it became a specific thing for Trent and Avery. Um, right when I go to show you guys my artwork, you leave. Everybody left me, and I was trying to show them my
Show me,
artwork.
show me. I was just responding to
Okay.
you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can you take a guess which man found it on my wall first?
Not yours.
Nope, it was. Take a guess which man found it on my wall first? Nope, it was Avery.
I
He
knew
come around the corner
it.
and I was like, alright, find the first thing that's been on the wall. See, Avery cracked me up laughing because the other day I had both of the boys over here and I said, both of the boys went to go leave and I said, because the other day I had both of the boys over here. Or I told Avery, I said, before you leave my house, you're cleaning my dishes. Like, you and Trent are taking, you guys are responsible for the trash, and you're responsible for the trash, and you're responsible for the dishes. You guys are responsible for the trash. I said, when the dishes and the trash are done, Avery can leave. And Avery looks at me, and I was like, I make you food.
I
You
clean the
eat
house.
the dishes.
I
You
clean the
eat at my
house.
house. I
I give
clean
you a
the
place to
house.
sleep.
Like, yeah, when he wants to come over and spend the night. But here's a picture that I caught of them yesterday. I get it. I was cheated on. It's okay.
At
There's
least it
no
was a
hard
man,
feeling.
not another woman, so it's alright.
Can
Dude,
we just
them
talk
two.
about? Oh, so if you weren't aware, Owl, so Shar found. Can
Dude,
we just
them
talk
two.
about? Oh, so Shar found cups that had Jesus on it, and she found a fucking cross.
Not even joking, dude. I found. Okay, so when I moved in the house, he kept saying, "Your house is haunted. Your house is haunted," and I was like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yes, it is." Found. Okay, so when I moved in the, he kept saying, "Your house is haunted."
Uh oh.
Did she just unalive?
Like,
No,
look
there
at
she
the
is.
food that I made. Oh, I was trying to show where, like, the steak that I made. So he says, I'll just put a filter on for right now so that way people don't think that I'm, like, not here. Hi! I'm just smoking a cigarette. But no, he said your house is haunted, and I said my house is not haunted. And I'm cleaning the cupboards, and all of a sudden I find these freaking Jesus cups. Then, in the same exact cupboard
And it
of
wasn't there
these cups.
before, like when you moved in, because you obviously looked in the
No,
cupboards when you first moved in.
no, I did not see it. It was up on the top shelf all the way in the back. But the one that was plain sight of me, hold on, I'll show you.
I think whoever said it is onto something.
Hold on. So, yes, my house is a
Sorry, I don't
little bit
remember who you
messy.
said it was, but I
That's
think they're
fine.
onto some.
So,
My name is actually, I'm not going to hide my real name, but
No, you're
my
good. You don't
real
have to
name
say it
is
on here.
Brendan.
he knows you, bro.
Yeah, I know who you are.
These are the cups that I found.
I just say you don't
They
have to
were
say it for
up
your privacy.
here. They were up here all the way in the back. So this shelf, which is clear as day, the second fucking shelf on the thing, this was all the way back here, and neither me or my husband realized it. So I
I bet
grabbed
you it
it,
wasn't there the whole time.
and there's a cross in it.
I bet you the spirits put it there for you so that you know they're
And I've
there.
been told by a couple of people who have followed me, don't move the cross. And I'm like, okay. Now, I'm not the type of person who I believe, but I have reasons of why it's hard for me to believe. So, when one reason why I don't believe in like the whole thing is because when anybody dies, whether that person's good, whether that person's bad, we always say, oh, they went up to heaven and they're at peace now, even if they're a bad person. We never say how when somebody dies, okay, this person's murdered somebody. If that person dies, we're going to be like, oh, they were such beautiful souls and they had very kind hearts. Like, we lie about people. We don't talk about the truth and the flaws that they had when they're bad people. Like, it's always everybody goes to heaven. Nobody says something about somebody going to hell.
Yeah, people
So
do
if
go to
we're
hell.
going to talk about a hell and heaven, then why don't we talk about the bad people going to hell? Because if you sin and you go to hell, and we know damn well that you sinned, like you shot someone, that's a sin.
People
You
do
took
go
somebody's life,
to
that's a
hell.
sin. Right. I had to go to a memorial the other day and I could not make it. I made it 5 minutes sitting inside of that room and I had to leave. You
It was
want to
just
know
too
why?
triggering for you.
It was the last meaningful funeral that I actually went to. Like, okay, I went to my daughter's dad's uncle's wedding, but I met him like once. Once. And he really didn't come around the family, so it's not like, people actually like talked about him or whatever. But then my husband, he constantly was talking about this one friend that he had, how, they used to work together, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And, whatever. And, I was good. Like, around that funeral, I was good. I wasn't good, but I was good. Like, I could tolerate it. Like, I had my husband there with me.
Yeah, you were able to
But
control your emotions.
this time, I was just not, like, I didn't do so well on the last wedding I did, but I made it through the whole entire thing. But the last one that I went to was my grandpa's, and he actually passed away March 27th. So if y'all don't hear from me March 27th, that's the reason why. But the last meaningful thing that my grandpa gave me, and it says, "Granddaughters are angels sent from above to fill our hearts with unending love." Like, this blanket has more meaning than just to, like, this blanket has more meaning to me more than just my grandfather gave it to me before he passed away. Because when I had my daughter, my mom couldn't be there for her delivery. My dad couldn't be there for her delivery. Like, I didn't have any of my family there. It was just, baby girl, I swear to God, I'm gonna keep you in your kennel if you're not gonna stop taking things and chewing on it. You wonder why you keep throwing up, homie. You're a Jeeves dog. I gotta find glue, because I gotta fix my husband's freaking thing. Or tape. So, when I had my C-section for, Renesmee, when I had my C-section for her, they actually allowed me to bring my grandpa's blanket into the surgical room. Which, typically, you're not allowed to bring anything from the outside in those rooms because of, safety. Because you don't know what germs that thing carries on you. And nope, they let me bring his blanket back there all the way up until they were about to cut me open. Then, it sat behind my head for a little while there. And then they put it in the back room, like right before they were about to, split me open and take her out. They ended up taking it out of the surgical room and put it on the opposite side of the door and said that, like, I don't know if they moved it before, like, afterwards, but they set it down and said, this is where we're gonna set it. So, into my head, they put it where they said they were gonna set it. So, like, if they moved it, I wouldn't have known. But from what I know, it sat near the room, not on me, so that way there wasn't blood on it. But there is a blood stain on my blanket because I did get blood on my blanket. So when my daughter gets older, the blanket will be passed down to her because she is the only grandchild as of right now, because my other brother doesn't have biological kids. She is the only biological grandchild that never got the chance to meet my uncle or my grandpa.
Aw. I'm here. I'm just muted because I'm listening in on a live right now.
Oh, I want to listen in on this live. Is there anything good?
Well, yeah, of course it is. It's about Owl. Of course it's good.
Oh,
I
wait,
hope
somebody's
Owl's
talking about
watching.
it?
Well, Owl's watching. Are any of your people here to know Owl's watching and recording what you guys are saying right now?
Wait, what are they saying about you? I want to know.
I don't know exactly because I have it recording as I walked away to talk to you guys because if they hear me playing it, then yeah, I don't know. I'll have more beef, I guess. Should I just let their live go on another live? Fuck it.
Is it
They're
the people
projecting
who,
themselves.
is it the
Here,
people that I was in there for?
I'll let you hear the voices.
Don't do anything, man.
They're not saying much right now. They're talking amongst each other about me in a private group.
Huh.
You recognize that voice?
How'd they find out that you were, wait, how do you know they're talking about you in the private chat?
Because they have a private chat going and then they will be on live and the host will be muted and you can tell what they're talking about if you know what they're talking about, if you know the situation. And I can read lips very, very well. If you ask my friend Amy, when I can't hear her, she'll say something and I repeat it back to her and she cracks up fucking laughing because I say everything she's fucking saying without hearing her. So I read lips as well. So there's that too.
Okay, so I just took this pen away as, like, pen apart as y'all just watch me essentially.
And they're also calling one of my friends a sleazy slut and saying that she just has all these people around because they want her pussy and shit. Yeah, you're right. I fucking got that on recording for her.
Sorry, I never liked anybody in there except you. Just saying.
Oh, Sunflower. Oh, you just
What?
missed what I was just saying, Sunflower. That's one of my girls. You just missed what I was saying.
Sunflowers in here?
Yeah, she is. She just popped in. You know
They
Sunflower
didn't see
someday.
anybody else top swing.
Sunflower
Oh
is one
no.
of my girls, like one of my girls, like legit.
Okay, so I have Owl. I
Oh,
don't know who
look,
that bitch is.
somebody is off of the live. They're probably going to scroll to see who's all live right now. Come find me,
I
bitch.
have I have Ninja Shadow. I have Shannon Marie, B XOXO, and then Sunflower.
Yeah, Sunflower's my girl. Like legit one of my girls.
Do you know any of the other people who are just lurking in my background?
Sure do not, but I am a mod, so
Well, no,
fuck
because I'm
around.
gonna give them. I'm gonna give them a
No, they're not saying
chance.
anything or doing anything, so they get a chance.
Shannon Marie and B XOXO. If you're not gonna say anything, you will be taken out.
Sunflower's good. She's just making sure Owl's good, not crashing out or anything, you know?
You've already missed a crash out moment last time.
The way that I do the way that I do my lives is if I see somebody who's new,
Morning,
I don't
Shannon.
care what side. I don't care what side they're from. I'm gonna on my platform. I'm gonna give them a chance to actually say something because, like, that. Oh my, your diamond paint. Oh my, talking about diamond paintings. I know. I'm just going totally off
You're
track,
good,
girl.
Shannon. We just want to make sure who's in the room. We're just checking out, making sure that the room is safe.
I
That's all.
found I found some new diamond painting kits at Five Below, and oh my gosh, I don't think I would have the thing to like do them, but they were just squares of colors. The big, huge circle of multiple squares of colors, and I was like, oh, I want that so bad.
Diamond painting is
Shannon,
so
you're good.
relaxing.
I just have a lot of. Now, why do they smell like bubblegum? You're supposed to wipe your woman's, like, your crotch and your ass with these, and they smell like fucking bubblegum. Like, that's not what I use them for. I don't use them to wipe me. I use them to wipe, like, my floor, because it's a lot easier to buy these and cheaper, especially because, like, they are on the feminine thing, but, they're fucking bubblegum scented. Like, they're dude wipes. Like, first of all, they say dude wipes and they're pink. Whatever. I think we need to
Well,
have women
it's
wipes, but they're
2026.
little dude wipes. See? Little dude wipes. Ooh. Shannon Murray, I feel like you've been inside of my lives before and we've talked about diamond art. There's just so many people that come in my lives. I've lost track, guys. So I do apologize if you've been in here before and I just ain't, like, recognizing you. I do apologize so freaking much. There's just so much drama and bullshit on this app that I don't get how people live with themselves.
It's because they have no life.
Okay, you know what, Miss Ma'am? If you are not gonna start, animals, I need flour in my house. That's what I need.
Just make sure that you sprinkle some flour on the floor, because that will capture whatever you got in that home.
No, flour does not capture things. It's salt, you dimwit. Flour just helps with my dog that's older. Cupcake is having really bad bladder problems. So, Oh my, we had an issue with Cupcake or yeah, Cupcake, not Baby Girl. We had an issue with Cupcake yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, I almost got bit by Cupcake. We had an issue with Cupcake yesterday. Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yep. So I had this kid come over. She's 13. She was having some, problems going on. And, she missed me, whatever.
Yeah.
And I told her mom that because she said that her kid missed me, and I was like, well, I mean, if you're okay with it, she's more than welcome to come over to hang out to get a break, whatever. She quit school last year. They ended up pulling her and homeschooling her because she was getting extremely bullied. So she came over. We painted. We did some crafts, whatever. And Cupcake did good. Cupcake did amazingly fine. Well, her mom, her dad, and her two brothers came over, and as soon as they walked in the house, I let Cupcake, I opened up the door and acknowledged that people were here. I was like, hi guys, how you guys doing? Like, long time no see, because I haven't seen them in a hot minute. And I acknowledged that they were here, so that way Cupcake would realize that, mom knows that they're here. I don't have to go, like, defense mode. Well, that did not work. She did not give a flying batookies that I acknowledged that they were here. So they came inside of the house, and Cupcake basically damn near attacked me when I was inside of the chair to try to get up to hide behind my back because she did not want anything to do with them. She started growling really, really bad with them. And I was like, okay, we haven't had an incident like this since I originally got her. Like, how you used to see when she was in the back room when I used to go over there, that's what she was doing. So I was like, well, this is weird. And so, freaking, I told him, I was like, just, let her be her. If she starts barking, just ignore her. Like, I don't know what's going on with her. They're like, no, you're good. Like, we get it. Like, we understand it. And I was like, okay. So, Cupcake, we had a small problem with her, but then she, slowly, after Dad came home and Uncle Avery came home, she was perfectly fine with them. She took a treat out of the kids' hands. She went over and sniffed the kids. She actually, associated with the kids. I bought you a toy. Get it out of your mouth. Yeah, there is no way you can run. Drop it. Stop getting things on my counter. Jeeves Criminy. Give me... You're about to get locked in your kennel. Gosh, stop taking things where I put it. You're worse than a kid. Play with your dog toys. You dingwit.
Baby girl?
Yes.
Of
I
course.
have this thing of fake... Well, it was a thing of fake hair that the boys were supposed to wear as a haha funny joke. Owl! And no matter where I put it, she freaking takes it. Well, she has a freaking vet appointment coming up because she won't stop chewing on things. Like, she takes my clothes. She chews on my clothes. She won't eat her freaking food, but she'll chew on everything else. Like, dude, come on. My dog. I tell you what. I'm kind of tired of cleaning all the time. I just got all of, the tote of all of my old clothes. So now I'm attempting to find all of the clothes that I can turn around and redonate off to people because I don't wear a lot of it. I definitely ain't gonna wear all of it. I don't fit 95% of the stuff.
Where did the owl go?
I have no clue. I think she went to go deal with the situation, so I'm not too worried about her. I know that when she's ready to come back, she'll come back. She probably had to go deal with something. Okay, now it's time to go through photos and decide which ones I want to hang up on my walls and which ones I don't want to hang up on my walls. I need more photos done. See, look at my grandpa. He had such an amazing beard. Okay.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of hate because I blasted my baby mama on Facebook.
Why'd you blast your baby mama on Facebook?
Because I had plans this weekend with a friend of mine, and we were supposed to go downstate for a concert. You know, we got our tickets, and we were supposed to leave today, and my baby mama decided to throw my child at me without giving me a warning.
Well,
And
instead of blasting her all over social media, you just should have said, I think we got a miscommunication. I'm supposed to go to a concert, and I thought we talked about this. I wouldn't plaster all over social media for it. That just causes problems. And one day your daughter's gonna get old enough, she's gonna have social media, and you gotta take in mind that your daughter's gonna see everything that you do on the internet. Like, she'll see all the videos that you've posted, all the, stuff. Like, it's bound. That's what happens when you have kids.
yeah, that's true.
Kid overrun. What? Yeah, kids over phone. When you're a parent, if something doesn't work and like you have to take your kid, like that's just part of being a parent. Do you know how many times I've wanted to go do something and something else happens and I can't go do it because I have kids, or even kids that aren't mine, I've had moments where like I've wanted to go do something and somebody's had a problem with a kid and I've had to take the kid and I've had to choose a child over fun. It's just part of being a parent. That stuff happens. But also a helper, not trying to tell you what to do or anything. I want to
No,
make that
it's just
very
like,
clear because
I got pissed, and all I really wanted to do was blast her on social media. But then, you know, Abby Lou was
but what
giving
are
me
you gaining from that?
the pit the adult to adult talk.
Well, yeah, because what are you gaining from that? What if you blast her all over? Okay, so we're not even going to talk about her. We're just going to talk about somebody else. Okay, we're I don't know if Owl's in here, but we're going to use Owl as an example because Owl knows that I'm not talking crap about her. Or Jenny. Jenny's in here, so I'm going to use Jenny as an example because Jenny understands what I'm trying to say. Say that me and Jenny have a plan to go and, whatever, and, Jenny's my my other person that we have a kid together, whatever. I make plans with her and, she's like, hey, something popped up. You're supposed to take your kid today. What am I gaining from plastering Jenny all over the place? Well, what am I for being over here going, oh my god, we had plans and this bitch won't let me, she's forcing me to take my kid when I had plans to go do this stuff, da, da. It makes you, and again, I'm just gonna say it because I'm a parent, you're a parent, it makes you look like a bad parent when you're bitching, like, oh, well, I don't get to go have fun. You only get to see your daughter every so often. And, like, I'm sorry, if I had somebody who made plans, like, I want to go see Alexander K, the one who used to make coffee and sing all the time, I want to go see her. If somebody gave me tickets and was like, hey, let's go see her, da 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 da, and my son's or my daughter's father or even my son, and like somebody was like, hey, I need you for your kids, I'm gonna turn those tickets down and go provide for my child, because that's what a parent does. Like you don't get to have fun as being a parent. Like when your kids are there, you take the option, because some parents who really care about their kids don't get to see their kids as much as you think. Like, and plus your daughter is young to the point where she's old enough, but she's also young enough where she's going to remember these things, and you don't want your kid getting older and being like, oh, well, okay, so my dad chose to go to the bars versus taking me to a father-daughter dance. Do you know that to this day, well, you don't know because I don't talk about it, to this day I still remember, like, my daughter could go to a father-daughter dance this week, and I was told about it by her stepmom. And, I was happy for my daughter, but I was sad for me because, like, when I was a kid, I know all of these things that my dad dipped out on us to go do to have fun. Like, you remember that as a kid, and you don't want your kid to remember, like, well, daddy chose fun over me. I must not be important. He must not care. So, like, you just gotta remember, like, when you're, you have all rights to be, like, upset because, like, dang, I never get to go have fun. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't be upset about it because, I mean, you're human. You're going to have feelings. You're going to have emotions. There's angry, sad, frustration, mad, pissed. It's part of being human. But never say, well, I have to take my kid over
The fact that her
doing this.
well, the fact that her mom, and I'm talking about, my baby mama's mom, her family does not like me, period. So
Okay.
why would
Again,
I?
that doesn't affect your daughter. Fuck if they don't like you. Don't stop doing something just because their family don't like you, because again, your kid's gonna grow up and they're gonna be like, oh, well, why don't you like me? Okay, for an example, and I can use another thing, my grandpa on my dad's side does not like my grandpa does not like my mom. My biological mom and my dad's dad do not get along. Well, my mom can play nice for him, but he can't ever play nice for them. And to me, I'm always like, why don't I matter? Like, why does hating my mom affect me? Like, I'm the kid. Well, like, did I do something wrong? I haven't talked to my grandfather since about, want to say 2011. And I seen him in 2019, and he did not give me the time of day. Absolutely did not give me the time of day. He was there for my brother and my sister when they had a baby, but he's never been there for me. So me as a human being, I'm sitting there like, what did I do? You want to know why he doesn't like me? Because I like literally am spitting fucking image of my mom. That's why he doesn't like me. That's why he doesn't. Do you know how that makes me feel? Because my mom and my dad created me and God made me look like my mom. Now my grandparents don't like me. Is that my mom's fault? No. Is it my fault? No. It is the parent's fault because the parent can't be a grown ass fucking adult and put the bullshit aside for the kid. Like you and her created that child. You and her played the deed, did the deed, and that kid came out to be what that baby came out to be. Your daughter is really pretty. She's got a smile. She loves you. She fucking adores you, dude. Don't ever pick fun over that. Because one day you're not gonna have that. She's gonna become a teenager and she's gonna be, fuck my parents, fuck your rules, I'm a grown adult, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know, the daddy cuddles that you get, the daddy, look at this. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna grow up, she's gonna grow up, and one day, you know, she's gonna find a whole new, you know, one day, hopefully not anytime soon, motherfucker, knock on wood, but, you know, shit flies by within a thing of an eye. I got a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. This year I'll have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. Like, they grow up quite freaking fast. Like, take the fucking chances while you can. When they hit a certain age and, you know, they understand it, like, hey, you know, it's not that dad doesn't care, you know, I'm gonna go do this. We can, you know, set a time where we hang out some other time. Right now, she's still at the age where she's not gonna understand it. Well, why is daddy picking a concert over me? Why is daddy choosing fun over me? That's what that little girl's thinking of. That's what that little girl will think of. Yep, once when she, just like Just Jenny said she's right, trust. And then she said when they get into middle school, their attitude just does change, especially being a female. You know, she's gonna grow up one day and she's gonna find a boyfriend, and, you know, the male that you are, she's not, you know, she's gonna find a new male, a new man in her life, and he's gonna be her whole entire world. And you're gonna miss those moments. You're gonna miss the cuddles. You're gonna miss the mom. Trust me, I still argue with certain people because when my daughter asks for help and she's almost 5 years old, her dad and everybody else says, you don't help her. Like, I'm told not to help her clean her room. Or don't clean her room. Guess what I do? I clean her room without them even knowing. They might know of it, but guess what? I don't care, because sooner or later, I'm almost about to hit to the stages where she's gonna know how to clean up her room. And she's gonna look at me and be like, no, mama, I got it. And she does do that every so often, but those are the moments that I'm gonna miss. The moments that I can't just rewind and have those moments again. Like, I only get to see my daughter 4 times a week, and this month I only get to see her 3 because next Sunday she's going to see family. She's going to see family. Does it hurt me? Yes, it absolutely fucking hurts me because I don't get to see my daughter, but her being able to hang out with her family and being able to see her family, it's something that she'll remember. Like, mom actually let me go see my other family. It wasn't all about mom. Like, you gotta think of the things that are going to mean something to your kids when they get older. So when you're on this app and you're talking about, like, your baby mama or, you know, something else, just be careful of what you say about her. Because, yes, you guys might not get along. You guys might not see eye to eye. She might just have irritated you because, you know, she didn't, you know, whatever. But in the same exact breath, your daughter's gonna see those. Never badmouth the other parent. Especially not like when you're away from her, or, you know, there's not something that she can re-look back at later and be like, oh my god, she bad talked to my mouth so much. Like, do it a way where she's never gonna see that. Not saying that you can't have your feelings, because trust me, I don't agree with everything that my baby daddy does, and it irritates the living hell out of me. But I'm not gonna sit here and badmouth them, especially when you got a whole bunch of other stuff going on with your daughter. Like, you want to talk in a private message about her, I'll talk to her in a private message with you all day long, bro. Because that's what parents do. That's what, you know, people do, is they help another parent out. Being a parent sucks. It absolutely does. Because you're fun, you know, just the fun activities that you get to do and all that, you don't get to do anymore. Those all go down the door. They do, whoop, you lose everything. But never pick fun over a child. This
But,
wrapper is really hard to open.
you know, Abby Lou gave me the whole spiel about, you know, you shouldn't say that about her, and, you know, you need to take it off Facebook because it's not nice, and da 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 da. And I didn't have a choice
It's
but to
not
make.
nice. Well, again, like I said the other day, do you like it when people are talking shit about you? Do you like it when people are saying rude things about you because they don't agree with what you're doing? I can
Honestly,
tell you right now. No.
honestly, they've been talking about me for fucking 3 months. So yes, it hurts, but it's their opinion. It's their right as people. I'm trying to not let it bug me.
But you do let it bug you.
I do.
You do let it affect your everyday life. So if you don't like it that somebody else is doing that to you, and these people don't even know you, my grandfather's thing is like disappearing, like his picture is disappearing, and I don't like it. But, anyways, if you don't like it that people are doing that to you, then why are you gonna do it to them?
True.
That's like me looking at you and being like, well, I don't like when we hang out and you punch me in the face, but every time we hang out, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, does that make any sense?
It does.
No, it does. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Like, I hate that you punch me in the face, but every single time we see each other, I'm gonna punch you in the face. That goes along with the other thing that we talked about the other day. Like, you complain about people and how somebody treats you, but then you go right back and you treat them people the same exact way that you're bitching that you're being treated. I mean, we learned in freaking elementary that if you don't like the way that people are treating you, maybe fix the way that you're treating that person. Yeah, don't let just like just Jenny said, don't let her family members stop you from parenting. She's your blood. Don't let anybody define the parent that you are. Like, you are the parent you are because you put the effort, the time, and the energy into parenting. Like, you need to stop letting people run your life. You need to be accountable of your life. You are the adult. You are the adult in your life. You're the adult in her life. Like, don't let other people's fucking behaviors destroy what you could have really good with your kid. Because trust me, in the long run, it's gonna suck. Take it from somebody who willingly gave their child up for what was best in their best interest. That haunts me every single day. Like, you see the way people talk about me. Well, you gave your kid away. You didn't care about your kid. You didn't love your kid. It wasn't that I didn't love my kid. It was the fact that at the time, in the moment, I didn't feel like I could be a parent. I was young. I was a child myself. And I felt, at that time and moment, that the best thing for him was to be with my mom and my dad. Does it suck that I don't see him as much? Abso-fucking-lutely. Does it suck that I don't, that I'm not called mom? Abso-fucking-lutely. But you want to know why he doesn't call me mom? Because I wasn't there. Because I let everybody else define me, and I listened to the bull crap, and I did what you did. Well, I wanted to go do the parties. I wanted to go do this. Don't fucking do it. It is not fucking worth it. And even if me saying this makes me look like a bad person, guess what? I don't give a flying fuck. Yeah, I chose stupidity things over a child. And I completely lost that baby in the end. It's not worth it. As a parent, you should get your life together. Like, I should have went out and I should have got a job. I should have went out and I should have got a house. I should have been the better parent. But again, I was 19 years old. Still growing up myself. But, with my life, I can look at people and be like, I did make the mistake. I did make the multiple millionaire mistakes. But at the same exact breath, me making those mistakes are what has made me being able to look at other people like you and be like, don't make the same mistake I did. It's not worth it. Right. But at the end of the day, you can't pick fun over your child. Do you know how many hurtful things I see on my baby daddy's page about me that other people have said? That I hurt him, that I destroyed him, that I broke him. My baby daddy cheated on me. When we originally got together, he cheated on me. I found out he cheated on me. I stayed the whole entire time working on our relationship. Then one day, I cheated on him. 3 years later, I cheated on him. I did the same exact thing. You want to know what he did? He turned around and walked out my life. He did not give me the same energy that I gave him. No matter what, if somebody breaks you down, tears you, be the bigger person. Especially for your baby. Hello. My face is so freaking dry that it actually physically freaking hurts. I slept like crap last night because every time I covered up in my blanket, I wanted to cry because my body hurt. This winter, I tell you what, it's crazy.
Well, it's not that I choose to take it out on my kid. It's the fact that I just can't stand my baby mama and her family so much where I just don't want nothing to do with that family. Like, it fucking
You
drives
do
me
take it
nuts.
out on your kid. But you do take it out on your kid, bro. Like, you have a choice whether not to take it out. Ignore them. At the end of the day, do you think that your kid, okay, when your daughter grows up, do you honestly think that your daughter, when your daughter is old enough to remember all this and ask you questions about it, what do you think she's going to think the most? Do you think that she's going to care about whether you and, do you think that she's going to care whether you freaking, you know, how do I want to word this? Let me make sure that I'm wording this to the point where it doesn't sound stupid and it actually makes sense. Okay, when your daughter grows up, she gets to the point where, you both are, understanding of, she's asking you questions of, Dad, I remember this memory when I was a baby and or when I was a kid and I have a question on it. Because you do remember things when you grow up.
Yeah.
Sometimes your brain does remember certain things and you're going to have questions on those. Do you think she's going to ask you like, "Hey Dad, why weren't you there?" What are you going to tell her? What are you going to tell her? You're going to have to look at your baby and you're going to have to look at your daughter and be like, "Well, your grandparents didn't care about me, so I just figured that it would be easier for me just to completely walk away from you and, let them win." That the only thing that's teaching your kid is that when somebody doesn't like you, to turn around and walk away. To turn around and ignore them. Just let them go. Even if you love that person, just turn around and let them go. That's not fair on your that's not fair on your baby. That is the best way to make your child absolutely resent you for being a father. I mean, my grandpa, because my mom did not, because my parents, and my mom and my grandpa, my mom got along with my grandpa. She didn't like him. She didn't care for him. But again, my mom would put it out for my grandpa. She would put a smile on her face because at the end of the day, it wasn't about him. It wasn't about his feelings. It wasn't about his needs and his wants. It was about her kids. It was about her babies. Like, when your kid gets older, I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be the most shittiest thing for you to look at your child and be like, well, I didn't do a lot of things that I could have did because your grandparents didn't like me. I'm sorry. If you were my dad and I found out that, I would have looked right at you and went, bye. Bye. I mean, heck, my grandfather resented me so much because I looked so much like my mama that when we had moved in with my grandpa. Cupcake, come on. I'm moving you to your cage. No, stay out. Before we moved in with my mom, my grandfather, who did not like my mother, decided that instead of taking us to school, he was taking us to our counseling meeting, right? Up in Traverse City. At the time, we lived in Manton. Now, if you know how far Traverse City to Manton is, it's a good hour, hour and a half-ish, whatever. You know because you live up in that area. My grandfather drove us to there, stopped, got us food. Gotta give him credit. He stopped and got us food. And when he took us to our counseling meeting, we went, we did our counseling like we were supposed to. We came back out, and guess who wasn't there? My grandfather. My grandfather had left me and my two brothers in Traverse City because he didn't like my mom. Because my mom had won us back. My grandpa left. He came back home. When the CPS called and had told my grandpa, like, hey, they're done with their counseling meeting, you want to know what my grandpa told them? I don't want them. They can go with their mom. I don't want them. And that hurts. That hurts because as a kid, I always remember, when I did live with my grandpa, we used to make cookies. I remember my middle brother, he didn't really like it because my grandpa and me would make cookies, and he never got to make cookies with my grandpa. It was always me, 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 me. I was his pretty fucking perfect little angel. And then all of a sudden, one day, I just wasn't. So you're going to remember that. At this time, I was only like 10 years old. When all this happened, I was like 10 to 11 years old. So your daughter is going to remember that. Absolutely is going to remember that. So don't pick walking away from your kid because the grandparents don't like you. And if my mom wasn't here, she would tell you the same exact thing. The same exact thing. Just so you know, for the people who do like to go back to my mom, y'all do go back to my mom, I will literally replay her of what I said, because a lot of people say, oh my gosh, she's saying this about her family. That's trauma that happened to me that I typically don't really share, because it doesn't really gain me anything. Other than makes me want to cry, because I can't believe that I actually went through that as a child. Like, no child should have to go through that, and it is terrible to say. You're such a weird dog, bro. This is how I have to water Cupcake now. You want to see how I have to water Cupcake now for her to actually drink her water? You gonna do it again? Do you know how long this takes to water her? Like, I have the most weirdest dog ever on the planet of freaking Earth.
My mom's in here. Fuck.
That's okay. Which mom? Like,
Adopted mom.
okay.
Damn it.
Oh, that mom. Okay. I'm scolding Trust. I'm just gonna toss it out there like it is. I'm scolding Trust. See, I'm pretty sure she'll say the same exact thing that everybody else inside of the comments is telling you. Don't walk away on your child. just because of a stupid grandparent. Other than that, where the heck did he... My husband finds the most weirdest things in the most weirdest places. I swear, every time I come to his side of the bed, there's always something new over here. I don't think my dog's happy that I just took her inside of her kennel. Yes, for all the new people, my dog was out of her kennel. She keeps getting into literally everything, so she is stuck inside of her kennel.
You know, as much as I don't like that family, like I literally, you know, I played it over and over and over in my head. I'm like, you know, maybe my daughter's better off with her mom and the grandparents than she is better off with me.
No. 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 And no.
That's not what I was saying, Mom.
No, Ma, he's not saying that. He's just saying, oh gosh, Mom's in here because Brendan is over here talking about how his daughter would be better off without him. And it originally started because Brendan is upset that he has to take his daughter versus going to a concert and having fun. So he gets to take his daughter over having fun. And he was frustrated about it. And I told him that he needs to pick his child over having fun because that is what a parent does. A parent chooses their child, then choosing fun and fun activities. And then I told him from a person who did that at one point, it is not worth it because losing your child over something stupid like that is not worth it. You may think that at the moment in time that it is the best thing, but it destroys you. Absolutely would destroy you. You will resent that decision faster than a woman could change her pad. I'm cleaning. Spraying all my stuff. I had the hiccups. Anyway, never say that your child is better off with somebody else than with you. Like, why do you feel that your daughter is better off with the mom than you?
You know, I don't have things here for her anymore. Like all the
Okay,
clothes,
but those are...
all the clothes that she used to have don't fit her. I had to get rid of. You know, I don't have EBT anymore. I can't just go and buy food off of my debit card like I normally can, but
Okay, but those are things that you can correct. You're a parent. You can't just have everything handed down to you. Again, that is another thing that I'm going to tell you, that when your child gets older, they're not going to look at, oh, well, Dad, you went and spent this, or, oh, Dad, you went and utilized your brain. Like, you have a brain, dude. Use your brain. Use the thing that is up in your dome that you have a hat on 95% of the time. Like, use your dome. Don't be stupid about it. Use your dome. You don't have those things for her? Well, guess what a parent does? You say you have a job. You say that you have a full-time job, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Okay, so you look up a bed, you look up bed sheets, you look up pillows, you go with the theme that she wants, Amazon. There you go. Goodwill. It doesn't have to be name brand stuff. A child is not going to care if you bought her name brand stuff or Juicy Couture or Victoria's Secret or Lulu or whatever the fudge they have out there that's expensive now these days. Like, your child's not going to think about that. The thing that your child is going to think of is, my dad provided for me. My dad worked his ass off to get those. Again, like I can use an example for my child, and I don't care how the degree goes on this, but this is a moment when I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be like, your excuses are like assholes, and everybody has one. Because when my older boy gets older, and he asks questions. You want to know what I get to tell him? I didn't try hard enough. I just gave up. I didn't try hard enough. I walked away. I felt he was best with my mom, which he is. He's doing good. He's thriving. My mom and my dad are amazing to him. But when he gets older, I get to say, well, I didn't have this and I didn't have that. And you want to know what he's going to say? Well, why didn't you try? Was I not worth it? Was I not worth the trying? Did you not care about me enough to try? That's all she's going to say. Try harder. Be the better person. Don't be the fuck up that I was. I mean, like, fudge. I screwed up on one of my kids, and I'm trying harder on my other kid. Which, that's going to look different, because I'm going to have one kid thinking that I didn't care about him, and I'm going to have another kid thinking that I cared all about him. When I care about my kids equally. It might not seem it, but I do. But, you got churches that help you. There's, you can go ask DHS. Like, even if you can't get food stamps or EBTs or whatever, you can always walk up in your DHS office and ask, like, hey, I have a daughter. I need some resources. Can you give me the resources? And DHS will send you a paper of resources to help you, whether it's local churches, whether it's, whatever. You take a little bit of your money. Dude, if you have any of her old stuff still, you could take all of her old stuff to Once Upon a Child. Once Upon a Child will buy this stuff off of you, and you will get store credit. You get more in store credit than you do in cash back, but you can go buy all the stuff that you want. You could just swap out shirts for more shirts. Pants for more pants. Once Upon a Child has name brand stuff for like $5 Nikes, Juicy Couture, like really expensive things that you wouldn't be able to buy for your kid. Once Upon a Child is the place to go. They also have really pretty dresses. They have shoes, toys, like you name it, they have it for kids. There's also stores out there that actually, I do believe ABC Consignment will do the same exact thing, which is inside of your hometown over by the Lay's factory. If you go over by where Little Caesars is, go down the road, it's right there. 211. Sometimes they do help you, sometimes they don't help you. You just gotta get a nice person. I really don't like 211 because they've never helped. I've always went circles around with them, but yes, you find things. You post on Facebook. Use your Facebook resources. There's a Cadillac group. You post inside of the Cadillac group and you say, hey guys, I am a single dad looking to see if anybody has any clothes that, whether you're selling or whether you just want to get rid of, and then say what size clothes your daughter's in, what size shoes your daughter's in. That Amazon, you can Amazon stuff, whatever. You have a job. If you have a full-time job, you are capable of getting those things. Do not look at somebody and say, well, I can't provide her for these things, but I have a full-time job. Because at that moment, I'm going to look at you and be like, you're a dumbass. You're absolutely a dumbass. If you're going to say on here that you think that she's better off with baby mama because you can't get her a bed and you can't get her clothes and you can't get her toys and you can't get her bathing supplies.
She's got toys. She's got food here.
Okay, so then why can't you provide for your child? If you have a full-time job, why can't you provide for your child? If you have a full-time job, why do you need food stamps? You live with your parents. I don't think you're paying an outrageously ridiculous amount of rent money. I mean, obviously you have some type of payment to pay because I don't think you're living in their basement for free. But
Um,
still, you have, or upstairs or whatever you're living. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not living in their house for free. I'm pretty sure that you have to pay for or help pay for, stuff.
I
I'm
mean, I'm
sorry. Look,
paying rent for $500.
okay, okay. So $500. How much do you get paid for your work that you work at?
I get paid $20 an hour.
Oh wow, $20 an hour? Really, $20 an hour? Dude, I pay $600.25 for. I pay $625 for my rent. I pay almost $800 for my propane. Half a tank for propane is $379 plus the $250. So you got my rent, which is $625, my propane, which is $379, plus food, plus groceries, plus the electricity, which roughly ranges around from $100 to $200, depending on if I actually keep the lights on, because I'm weird and I like every single light on in my house. If I can make my bills with one income and he only makes $16 an hour and he only works 4 days a week, if I can make that, I bet you $100 you can provide for your child. Like that, I'm just gonna say it. That excuse of you saying, "Well, I got a full-time job. I make $20 an hour." How many hours do you work?
They're like 40 hours.
Okay, so you make $20 an hour and you make $40. That is way more money than what I bring in. Way more money than what me and my husband bring in. And I don't have a job. I sit at home and I take care of animals all day. The only person who works is him, and he works $12. He makes $16 an hour, and he only works 12-hour days, making $16 an hour. My bills are over $2,000 if I combine every single one of my bills that I have to pay.
It's just like, even on that, yes, I wish I could quit because it's not fun having to get up during the middle of the night at 1 a.m. and having to
Okay,
go to
but
work.
you do them for your kids. You would make
I do.
You would make $25.60 a month for what you make as working as a job. That is what you would make. And you pay what, $500 for rent?
Yeah.
Do you pay any other bills? Or is it just the $500?
Plus my phone bill, plus electricity.
Okay, which your electricity isn't really that much. Electricity roughly ranges around, in the winter time, it's possibly around like $200 to $300, if that. Not even if that. I want to say maybe like $100 to $200. Debatable. Okay, so you pay rent of $500. We'll say $200 for electricity. We'll say maybe $200 just to be on the safe side for groceries, utilities. Actually, you know what? Since things are so high, we'll say $300. Okay, so that is $1,000. Plus your phone, your phone ranges maybe $200. We'll round it at the biggest amount. That's $12. And if you minus that from $25.60, you still have $13.60 left. That is enough to be able to get your daughter a bed, clothes, diapers, wipes. And if she's not in diapers and wipes, the cleaning supplies. You have the necessities to be able to take care of your child. Don't say that she's better off without you just because you can't provide for your child. You can provide for your child. You're more than capable of doing it.
It's not that I can't provide for her. It's more like I just can't stand her family. Like, it makes it very difficult.
Okay, but again, okay, so, okay, we're, hold on. Okay, so, again, like I said, my life. I have one family member that didn't like somebody, and I have one family member I'm sorry. Neither one of them, like my parent, my mom did not like my grandpa. My grandpa didn't like my mom. They did not see eye to eye together. They did not like the way that they did not like each other. You put them in a room, and it's like taking, I don't even know. It's like taking this bag and then taking lotion. Do they go good together? Absolutely fucking not. Like, no, they did not get along together. But guess what? Did my mom give up on her kids because she didn't look at my grandpa? She looked at my grandpa, was like, fuck your feelings and fuck the way you think of me. I'm gonna parent my child. And guess what? Guess who I talk to every single day? I went from being told that my mom was dead to realizing my mom was never dead. My mom was there the whole time. Like a little birdie watching through the sidelines that I didn't even know about. There's things that my mom knows that happen, and she wasn't even around at the time. And I'm like, how the hell did you know that? You want to know why? Because she didn't give a fuck what my grandparents thought of her. She didn't break herself down over some pathetic grown adult who can't grow up for the child. Like, it is your responsibility as a parent to say fuck the grandparents and be there for your kid. Because when your kid gets older, she's not going to care about what, oh, you didn't like grandpa, you didn't like grandma, you didn't like the underwear that I wore. She's going to wonder why she wasn't worth something. Is your daughter worth anything to you?
She is.
Okay. Would you give your daughter the world?
Yes, I would.
You sit there and say that you sit there and say on this app that you would wear orange for your daughter, but now you're sitting here saying, oh, well, I can't provide for my child. It's not that I can't provide for my child, because you went from I can't provide for my child to it's not that I can't provide for my child, it's her grandparents. Your excuses are like a bloody pad inside of a woman's underwear. It's just an excuse. Well, because I'm bleeding, I can't do gym class. Which you always said in high school that was the most stupidest thing that a girl could say because, well, I mean, okay, you've lived with it for a really long time. You can still go through it. Like, you can't give up on your child because of these things. Excuses are like assholes, and everybody has one. If I sat here and used every single excuse that I didn't do for my child, well, I wanted to go do this. I wanted to go do that, which I did. I'll be straight honest with you, bro. I did that. I did exactly what you're saying. Well, this person doesn't like me. I'm going to walk away. This person doesn't care about me. I'm going to walk away. I think my kid's better off because I can't be the parent. You want to know why he was better off? Because I wasn't the parent who got off my fucking ass, got a job, and got a house. You want to know what that gained me? I get bullied every single day and I get torn down because I didn't do what a parent fucking should do, pulled my fucking foot out my ass, and been a parent. Like, you can't use that excuse as it, because at the end of the day, that excuse that you use is just a fucking dot on the fucking wall. That excuse is not gonna fly when your kid gets older. Like, your kid's gonna wonder, like, why didn't you not matter? I ask myself on a daily fucking basis, why don't I matter? Because the last time that I talked to my biological father was on my wedding day. The last time I seen my biological father was the day that he walked me down the aisle, which I was more happy that my dad walked me down the aisle. That broke my fucking heart. Absolutely broke my fucking heart that my dad walked me down the aisle. But every single day I ask, why am I not good enough? Because he doesn't ask me to go do things. He doesn't ask me, hey, what's your address so I can come hang out with you? He doesn't ask me, hey, you want to make plans so you can come down and see me? He doesn't message me to ask me how I'm doing. And I ask myself every single day, why don't I matter? Why does he not love me as me being his daughter? Why does he not love me? Why is he only there when it makes him look good? And I could use the excuse because my dad did that. I do it to my kid. Is that fair on my kid? No. Because I am supposed to, as parents, when you have kids, you were supposed to be better than the people that you had in your life. You were supposed to be better than the parents that gave you birth and better than the parents who provided you life. Whether it's your grandparents, your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your dad, your stepmom, your stepdad, when you see their behavior that they did with their kids, you are supposed to be better. You are supposed to know how to do things, and you're supposed to do better. You still are gonna fuck up, because that's part of being a parent. That's part of being an adult. Nobody's fucking perfect. But the excuses that you just left for the past hour that we have been talking about this, the excuses that you just gave are the most useless excuses that you could have ever given as a parent. And I'm going to tell you that because I am the person who doesn't have my child inside of my life. Both of my kids. Neither one of them are inside of my life. And when my baby daddy told me that I couldn't get my daughter the other day, and that it's going to take me a whole nother year to have her inside of my house, you want to know what I decided to do? 10 times harder. Guess what I have inside of my Amazon? I have bed. I have a mattress. I utilize the things that I could get for my child. I utilize the churches. I utilize everything that I can humanly possibly go out to be able to do to get my daughter back. He says that I can't have her until next year. Guess what my goal is? To get her back before fucking Christmas of this year. Before August of this year. The only way that I can do that is if I get off my fucking ass and I stop thinking of, well, I mean, I could have my nails done. I could have that dress that's inside of the store that I want. I could have this. I could have that. Like, you can't think that. There's a need and there's a want. Your need to go to a concert, I'm sorry, is not there. It's not valid. You don't need to go to a concert. You need to be a father to your child. That's what you need. Fuck the fucking people who don't like you. There's a lot of people, okay, for names, I'm not going to say names, but there's people on this app who you sit there and say all day long that they don't matter. That they don't matter. So why is it that somebody on this app who doesn't know you, who's never met you a day in your life, who's never wiped your ass, who's never put food in your house, they don't fuck you, they don't financially pay for your bills, you could smash your phone and completely never see them again, but the people that you're going to have to deal with until the day that you die is more important. If somebody who on this app, like, okay, so I don't know Abby Lou, I'm just going to keep it me and him for right now so that way there's not a whole bunch of issues. But I don't know Abby Lou and I don't know Just Jenny, okay? I probably will never meet Just Jenny in my life, but, you know, if she sat here and bullied me every single day and I finally looked at her and said, you know what, I'm not going to freaking do that. Like, you know, you don't matter. But then I'm going to look at my, you know, I'll use my mom for an example. And if anybody is actually watching this or if my mom's watching this, you know, I'll tell her exactly what I said. Or she can watch it on the YT because I'm pretty sure this is going to make it to YT. Either way, shape, or form. If I looked at my mom and I said, well, you don't like me, I'm going to walk out in my kid's life. How does that make it look? When I have to deal with my mom every single day. Like, your child is going to learn from that. And when your child gets older, you're going to look at that baby girl and you're going to be like, well, I'm sorry. People on the internet mattered more than, you know, I mattered. More than you mattered, actually. Not I. More than you mattered. Like, their feelings mattered more to me than what it meant to me to watch you grow up. Watch you go to college. Watch you go for your first dance. Cheer practice. Cross country, whether she wants to go to cross country. Ballet. You know, there's so much things that a girl can do. And being a woman, the only thing you want is to watch your daddy walk you down the aisle, whether it's with a woman or whether it's with a male. The best thing that you want as a child, as being a female, is to watch your dad walk you down the aisle, to have your dad there. And I bet you $100 that if mama were to get with another man and he were to put more effort as being a father than you are, that would piss you off. That would piss you off. You want to know why? Because you're a father. Do you know how bad it irritates me that my parents are a better parent than I was? Than I thought that I could be? It irritates me because I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to watch him go to school. I was supposed to put him on the bus for the first day. I'm supposed to be there for his first heartbreaks. I'm supposed to be there for everything. And guess what? I don't get to do. I don't get to be there I wasn't there for his first day of school. I wasn't there for his birthdays. I don't get to be there for anything. Why? Because I was a shitty fucking parent and didn't care about my kid. I cared about me more than my kid. Is that what you want? Do you know how much degrade I get on this app because I didn't care about my kid when I was 19? I thought that he was better off somewhere else. I am the most cowardice person on earth, and I'll say it. I don't deserve children because of that. I'm thankful that I have my kids. I'm thankful that now I'm a little bit open-minded when it comes to my daughter. I'm happy that I have the knowledge that I do. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I'm by far going to say that I'm fucking perfect. But the fact that I actually get to say that I have kids, I only have one kid. I gave birth to 2, but I only have 1. Because my oldest, no, he's not mine. I gave birth to him, but he's not mine. He is my mom's and he is my dad's. I was not the mom. I wasn't there. I didn't take care of him. I didn't feed him. I didn't provide for him like I should have. When he was in my home, yes, I did do that. But at one point in life, I said, I can't do this. I don't do it. And I didn't feed him. I didn't provide for him. Yes, I did do that. But at one point in life, I said, don't do it. And I asked my mom to take him. And guess where he's at? Since he was 2 weeks old. My mom. Time and effort to go in and see him? No. Did I call when I was supposed to? No. Because of shit as a mom. Now I'm Shar, and I will always be Shar to that baby. That is not what you want. That is absolutely not what you want. Because the questions that they ask you, he's 6 years old. I went and hung out with him one day, and I was asked so many questions that I didn't know how to fucking answer. I didn't know the answers to it. The questions that they ask you, when they are able to ask you, will have you literally crying in your skin and want you to take a object and cut your skin off piece by piece. Because it makes you degrade yourself. It tears you the fuck down. So as a parent, you need to stop using these fucking excuses, dude. They're just excuses. You have a full-time job. You make $20 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. If that's true and you actually have a job, I cannot say that's true because I don't see you go to work. I don't see you, I don't see pictures or videos. $40 an hour. You work 40 hours. True and you actually have a job, I don't see pictures or videos